Hey, we're awake. Okay, now I have played this before. Quite a bit of the earlier game, but there's a beta out which has the crime syndicate in. And I wanted to go through all of this to have a bit of fun with it. So, grab the trimmers from the storage rack and harvest a fully grown weed plant. So, let us access that lot. Now, come over here, you press E. Okay, I know what I'm doing. Most of the time. There we go, and package it. This gets a little bit boring until you get later on into the game, but hey, it's something that needs to be done. I'll cut out the rest, but basically you pick it up, hold left click, pick it up, drop it in, left click, drag and drop. And I'll just cut the rest out because it'll take a few minutes. Okay, now fill up the watering can at the sink and water the weed plant, or the other weed plant. So, hold down the tap. There we go. Now we go over here, press E, press left click again, and use A and D to get the water in there. And there we go. Now I need to go to the messages app. Hi. Hello Andy, you're out there all after 2 OG Kush. This guy's a bit on the cheap side, but there is no way of, what's the word I am thinking of, changing the prices. Because when you get further into the game and you're doing your own deals, you can actually say, no, I don't agree with that, I want to. And you can't get rid of those either now, at the moment. You can later, so that's okay. Okay. Talk to Uncle Nelson outside. I don't think I really want to be bothering carrying those around with me. There we go. Hey, Uncle Nelson. How you going, buddy? Yeah, it sure is, mate. If you're heading to town for some deals, would you mind grabbing something for me? Yep, I can certainly do that. I've got some business with some fellas staying down at the motel. Tell them you're here for Nelson's package. No need to pay for anything. Okay. Throw them on your tab. I certainly will, sir. I certainly will. Feel free to take your truck. All right, so we're going to drive into town. And I'll meet you in town. All right, so meet Andy behind the gas station. Hello, Andy. I certainly do, sir. Get out of the way. So, hold down left click, use the mouse wheel to change the amount that you want to deal with. You can give them more. If you try and give them less, they won't be happy. Thanks, Andy. Take care, brother. Now, we need the blue house, which the blue house, as you can see, is just up there. And we're going to run. The car's a little jank, so I'm not going to bother taking the car. It's just quicker getting to and from town in the car than it's just from actually running around. So, let us go see. Hello, Doug. Certainly am. You're all good, mate. And we need to go behind the pawn shop. So we've got the pawn shop on the left across the road there, and then we've got the hardware store just over there. This area is not great. I must admit, there's a lot of jumping up and down. It doesn't happen later in the rest of the game, hopefully. All right, Joe, how you going there, buddy? You already look like you're a bit on the bake side, mate. Thank you. You should go talk to Chelsea. I think she'd like your stuff. Okay, I certainly will, sir. This is one of the funny things about this thing. See his eyes? They've not changed that much. It's obviously not strong enough gear. And we've got Chelsea just outside the doctor's. Hopefully not a surgery. Hey, Chelsea. All right. I do love it. It makes me chuckle. Alright, thanks my love. So, we need... There's a couple of things we need. We do need to pick up some soil. Now, you can, when you're buying stuff from stores, you can only use what's on your card. Actually, there is one place that you don't use your card, but that's kind of irrelevant there. Yep, I would like 2 soil, please. Thank you. Right, oh, let's not wave my cash around. Oh, I've got to open my contacts app. Now it's going to do that. Now, oh yeah, I see, because it wasn't going to do it until Chelsea'd actually highlighted. All right, talk to Uncle Nelson's contact at the motel. He doesn't look happy, does he? I'm here for Nelson's package. Oh yeah, and you're going to pay for it? Well, it's already paid for. No, it ain't. In fact, old Nelly owes us some serious cash. Well, that's not helpful. Lucky for you, he's been a good on his word so far, but you let him know he better close that tab real soon. I'd also like some weed seeds. Okay. All right, but if Nelson doesn't pay it, you'll be next in line. Thanks, mate. Let's not run around with that holding out, shall we? Wouldn't be the best of ideas. Now we need to go back to the Raj. Every customer has their own preferences for drug type and effects. Yeah, there's some very, very strange effects in this game. Alright, well we're back at old Nelly's place. I didn't notice this before. He's got his own little drug lab going down on the outside. Yeah, not exactly, what's the word I'm thinking about? Discreet, my friend. What do you mean? How'd you go into town? Oh good, got your package, but those guys were pretty antsy. Oh yeah, don't worry about them. I'll settle them soon enough. Thanks for grabbing that for me. No worries. Well, I'll let you get on with it. See you tomorrow, bud. Okay, plant a weed seed in the empty pot. Let's do that. Is that going yet? No, it needs water. Okay, so we need... Actually, I've got more soil than I actually needed, don't I? Oh, I've got to open it, grab it with the left mouse, again A and D to rotate. Drop that. Number 2. Oh, pop the lid. And now we need to cover it up and give it a nice warm little home. Give me that. Oh, I do have a spare weed seed on me. Alright, let's water this little devil, shall we? What we'll do is we'll water the other one at the same time. Alright, head to bed when you're ready. Let's grab those. Let's go to bed. Okay, we sold 6 OG, 270 earnings, 115 XP. Cool. Well, that doesn't look good, does it? Okay, that was kind of interesting. Everything kind of floated across the room. Well, it is the beta, so I'm not expecting everything to run perfectly, so that's cool. Resisting arrest will result in using tasers. Continue to resist, and they'll eventually switch to lethal weapons. And this is Hyland Point. This is our little den of iniquity. You're a small-time drug dealer from the south. In a fresh town with no cash, no product, and no contacts. You only know one way to make money. Time to get to work. Check it out. One thing I loved about this when I first started playing this is, I mean, even in the demo, like I said, I played a little bit, not of the beta, and I'm a little worried about the jerkiness of all the graphics and everything in this. It's not like something like this should be taxing my graphics card a lot. I mean, especially since I play some games in 4K, it should be fine. Now we're going to be as pale as a driven snow because we'll be inside all the time. Don't want to be bald. I don't like the spiky. Actually, can I use? I can use the keyboard. A and D again. No, Afro, definitely not. No. No! Oh, no, definitely not. I'm tempted, I gotta be honest. Messy Bob. No, I definitely like that. I want to look like I've just crawled out of bed. And a smug smile? Yeah, definitely. Stubble? Goatee? No, I hate the goatee. The stubble will be fine. Don't shave, just crawled out of bed. No freckles, not interested in freckles. Pupil, eyeball colour. A bit too much? How about a bit more yellow? Oh yeah, definitely. I like that. That's the sort of person you meet at a party and you go, I'm staying well away from that one. Definitely want to look. Can we zoom in? No, you can't zoom in. Like I've just crawled out of bed again. Eyebrows. I like the eyebrows. Thickness, fine. Hesting. Well, the rest of those are cool. All right. Brown shoes with a blue shirt. No, I'm sorry, mate. You're not going to do that. Yeah, that's better. Press done to finalize your character's appearance. Okay, open your phone and press tab to read your messages. I've heard you're in some trouble. Best not talk it over the phone. Over your mobile phone, go find a payphone. Uncle Nelson. Right, I'll let you into a little secret here. Like I said, I played this darn thing before, and it's had a lot of fun with it. Let's actually spend a bit of time, because what I want to do is I want these suckers to grow. Like I said, I'll let you into a little secret. This thing isn't going to be here for a while, or in a while. Alright, how are you doing? No, it's not telling me. Get off of that. 95, 75. So I'm going to let those grow and I'm going to harvest them. Okay, so if you look at my inventory, you'll notice I've actually picked up these guys. It's an LED grow light. It emits a pure purple light that simulates plant growth 15% faster than halogen must be placed on a suspension rack. These things cost quite a bit and you can't get these until much later. And they also, rather than producing only 8, they actually produce more. Right, we've got to go go to talk to Uncle Nelson at a payphone. So if we run through here, there's a payphone across the road there. So let's go have a chat with Uncle Nelson, shall we? Yeah, this is quite jerky. God damn, good to hear your voice, buddy. Looks like our luck finally ran out. The feds have got me locked up while I wait for trial. Glad to hear you managed to slip out, though. Back before I moved to Serena Flats, I used to live out there in Hyland Point. Not the nicest town around, but plenty of opportunity for someone in your line of work. If memory serves, I've got some cash stashed there. Ain't much, but enough to get you back on your feet. You can find it stashed near the town hall fountain in the canal behind the supermarket. Go grab it, head back to the RV, and we'll go from there. Okay. Now, if you look up in the top on the where the map is, you can see there's something within 23 meters. I oddly enough happen to know that is down here. And you'll notice down the bottom right, where 9 and next to 9, I don't have any cash or anything on a card anymore. So we are utterly flat broke. And the last one is over this away, behind the supermarket. Okay, so I've been playing with the settings a bit. For some reason it wasn't set at 4K. Oh dear. Now that is why I've got all those things in my inventory. It wasn't set to 4K. I set it to 4K and turned off VSync. And it seems to be working fine now. There's no jerkiness going on. So it might be having an issue with VSync. That's okay. It's a lot better now, and that's all that matters. Yeah, look, there's our RV. Now, if I hadn't have picked all of these up, they would have been gone. And I would have been left with some really naff stuff. But, hey, well. Welcome to Hyland Point. This is our territory. Don't interfere. TB. Okay. So let's go see what old Nelly has to say, shall we? Before I do that, just in case I get pinged. Yep, sorry, brother. Well, shit, that's not ideal. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. There's a powerful cartel in town, the Benzies family. I figured there'd eventually be a problem, but I didn't think they'd find you this quickly. Well, obviously they've got their nose to the grindstone and obviously know what's going on. Looks like you're going to need somewhere low-key to stay for a while. Head over to the motel and ask about getting a room. After that, you'll be needing some new equipment. There's a hardware store just northeast of the motel. Grab a grow tent, soil, and watering can. Okay. Now, let's go to the motel. The motel is over this way. Can we bring up the map yet? There we go. We can. And there is the motel here. And that's where we need to go. We need to go talk to Donna. Good old Donna. We're about to get Donna hooked. It's a terrible thing to say. Absolutely terrible. Hey, Donna. I'd like to rent a room, please. Yep, deal. Would you like a free sample, Donna? You got a chance of success and you saw what she preferred there. No? Oh, Donna. That's a bit rough. Oh, are you alright there, mate? Okay. So here is our room. That thing is useless. That I really want to move, but it's just in the way currently. So what we're going to do is we have to dump some stuff off because we do need to go buy some things. And we need to put some money in the bank. Thankfully, there's an ATM right here. I don't need any money right now. So I'm just going to deposit absolutely everything. Remembering, whenever we go to the hardware store, we need to use our card. Can't use cash. Hopefully we get there before the sun goes down. Yeah. Hello, Dan. So we need, actually we only need, we have to buy that. We'll get another one later. Yeah, we can't really afford more than that right now. And we got that. Now it knows we've got these on board, so we don't have to pick, because we would normally have to buy these as well. 120 bucks. Yeah, yes please. Hey friend, you're new in town, right? Nice to see a fresh face. I'm Dan. I run this here hardware store. What line of work you in? Well, I'm not telling him that's what I did last time. I know what he's going to do, but it's irrelevant, really. Here's some speed grow. No. The reason I say no is this. Instantly grows the plant by 50% but reduces plant quality. I don't see the point. And back we go. Right, so suspension racks. We're going to put down the planters. Remembering that these are way, 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 way better. Sweet, it does recognize this. That's handy. Obviously, he's obviously thought about the developer. It's a single developer, by the way, which is pretty damned amazing when you think about it. Right, now we need to see. There is a police curfew in effect right now, so we don't want to get pinged. Okay, we need weed seeds. Yeah, fair enough. You need to speak to a supplier to get your hands on some seeds. I've passed your number on to Albert Hoover, the local weed seed supplier. Send him a message and request a dead drop. I vouch for you, so you won't have to pay up front. Your order will go on your tab, which you can pay off in the future. Okay. In fact, that is Albert right there. Send message. Right, we need to order a dead drop. And we can only buy Kush at the moment. We have to get better with better rankings to able to buy better quality seeds. Although saying that, the OG Kush can make you a load of money. So let's grab. That should be ready in about 2 hours. All right. Okay. Well, we've got a little bit of time left. Let's just check sure there's make sure there's no police hanging around, and we need to talk to Peter. 87% chance. Sweet, we have a customer. Now, running around in the middle of the night with weed, you will lose it if you get caught. You'll get fined if you don't have anything on you. Okay, so we need to get behind the laundromat. Well, you could have chosen a better place, to be perfectly honest, for the first time. Is there anyone around here? Hey, Frank. This is Cranky Frank. He's a bit of a weirdo. Now you can see the light there coming from the wall. There's the dead drop. Weird thing about this game, if you're looking backwards, they don't notice you. I don't know if that's a limitation of the engine or what, but it's kind of weird. But if that question mark fills up red, they will come chasing you, and you will have to run all the way across town, sometimes, to get rid of them. And put them in their nice little homes. There's an amazing thing that you can buy. It's a couple of $100, but oh god, it makes all of this so much easier. Let's get you on there because I'm not going to want you. I really want to move that damn thing, and I really, really need some bigger shelving. Because then what it'll do is it's going to pile the shelving into here. Right, well there's absolutely nothing I can do. It wants me to... Let's see if it zeroes it off. It does. Packing station, and now we just need some more baggies. That's handy to know. Never used to. Right, so go in the phone. Yep, thanks Albert. And we need to go to products. And we're going to list this for sale. I've tried changing this before. It doesn't seem to make any difference of what they offer. Some you'll get offered higher, some you'll get offered lower than that price. I don't know if it's going to change it in this, but I'm just going to stick it there anyway. Okay, wait for a message from a customer. You need to buy a trash bag and some baggies. But there's not much we can do right now, so we're going to go to sleep. And this will save the game, by the way. Every time you go to sleep, the game will be saved. We got XP for doing absolutely diddly squat. And we're now a street rat level 2. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to go grab a rubbish bags, go grab some baggies, and also we're going to go buy... Cops are everywhere. There's some bizarre graffiti in this town. I'd like to purchase something, please. So we're going to want 2 of these. We'll be moving these and taking them to our new place at some point, but that will do for the time being. Baggies. We're going to want probably around 40 baggies. So we've still got 20 bucks left to spend. And we're going to need 10 of those. We are now officially broke. But that's okay. Right, now we're going to rearrange this darn room. That can stay there for the time being. Right, actually we do need... Grab that. The cops don't appear to want to come in your room, so I've never closed the door half the time. When you come back, if you've gone for a while, it'll be automatically closed. Not sure if Donna's going, better not have that looking around. Right, we need to put the packager down. That'll do. Austin, 135. Now, if we click on him, we click on the counter offer. So he wants to pay us 135, a fair price 114. So yeah, that sounds absolutely brilliant. So he wants 3, we've got 6. And we're going to do this tonight. Because I've got a few things that we want to do. Actually, no, I should have just gone yes. Because one of the things about if you do it in the middle of the night, one, you'll never miss them because as soon as it comes around to 4 o'clock, that everything stops and you're all good. Peter, holy moly, we're getting right into it, aren't we? 5. Yeah, that's okay. Actually, I think we can just do that. Okay. We're going to have to get busy. Don't have enough money to buy 2 soil yet, but this is going to give us plenty. Now, if it's behind something and you can't see it, you can always press A and D, and it will go around like a little carousel. Alright. We will have plenty. Okay, give me that. And we've got those there. Right, I'm going to do some packaging. Alright, so we've just had a phone call from a dude, or a text should I say, about someone who wants some gear. This will give us enough money to go buy a couple of more bags of soil. Thanks, Sam. And that way we can plant those other 2 seeds. Shouldn't really royally need them at the moment, but hey, yeah, who cares? So I want 2 of those, And we've got another 20. No, I don't. Gosh darn it. I've got to dump the money in here first. If you ever do that, don't reorder what you bought because they do remember what you had. So if we look at that, it's still got 2 soil up there. So now you can see I've got 50 bucks, but I am going to want to get another 40 bags. No, 20 bags. Not 40, I want another 20. Actually, I can afford 30. Let's buy enough. Alright mate, see ya. Back we're going to go. We're going to go plant those other 2 seeds that we've got. And then we've got a few deals to do tonight. We'll be able to pay off Albert, buy some more stuff, and you work a lot. You kind of think, I'll become a drug dealer so I can not have to work for a living. Like hell, you're running around like an idiot on this one, but there are ways of making your life a lot easier. You can get yourself dealers. Dealers are really darn handy. Because what dealers will do is that you will just give them stuff and then they will go off and you give them customers and they will take care of the customers as long as you keep them supplied with gear. So we need that one. Let's put you guys in there. I'm actually going to have to move all of this when I've done this. Because I don't like that being there. It's bugging the daylights out of me. Good Lord, it's going thick and fast, isn't it? Well, Kathy, yep, I'll get to you in a tick, love. $130. Yeah, that's plenty. I'm going to be doing a lot of nighttime runs. So what do we need to do? We need to sell 14 OG Kush. We've got plenty of that, so that's... Damn it, I was meant to get... I did get rid of it. Where did I put it? There it is. And get them nice and lubricated. No, they're not getting pissed, I promise you. I'm not putting any weird chemicals in this. And what we're going to do is we are going to pick the TV up and we're going to stick that on that one there. Well, that's going to allow us, give me these, pick this up, and let's put that there for the time. It just bugs me trying to reach around there to get to that. So that's going to make me feel a lot better about it all. Did that go in there? I thought it fell down the back. And give me those. Actually, we're going to need more, aren't we? Now, as you can see, we are flat broke, and we still owe Albert some money. Another thing is contacts. So far, these are the people that we've seen. We already know Albert, and what we want to do is we want to get to him. So we need to deal with Kyle, get him so he's friendly, and as you can see, we've got 3 OG Kush behind the shipping container tonight. So the more you deal with them, the friendly they'll get, and then we can talk to Chloe. Now I know where Chloe works. Unfortunately, if you do get Chloe, it can really be annoying sometimes. And we'll find out, so I'll show you what happens when that actually occurs. But yeah. Oh yeah. Mick. Yeah, why not? 70? No way, man. You're going to give me 80. You can go further. I just kind of nickel and dime people. You don't need to go too far. A little bit extra is always good. Quite often they'll give you extra anyway. So we're going to just grab that. Got plenty of water, 41% grown. That's all good. And so as you can see, the deal begins in 3 hours. So the skate park, shipping containers at Sauerkraut, basketball court, Hyland Range, and in front of the motel. Occasionally you will find that they'll turn up early. Generally not this early, but usually quite a bit earlier. Okay, a bit of a warning that that's starting soon. Now you may get accosted every now and again, so having yourself a bash stick is definitely going to be helpful at this stage of the game. You can't buy expensive weapons as yet anyway. You don't have access to them. This is the shipping container place. So he's not here yet. And if we go down here, we can get to behind the Hyland Range. Now that's the Hyland Range right there. It's not actually available in the game as yet, as far as I'm aware. So there's Kathy, and she wanted how many? She wants 3. No worries, Kathy. Let's watch those eyes. I love it when it does that. Just makes me chuckle. Get back around here. Okay, he hasn't turned up yet. So, skate park. We're at the thing in front of the motel and the basketball court. Now the basketball court is where we just got the baseball bat from. What a baseball bat is doing in a basketball court, I don't know. But it's still 2 hours away yet. This is the slightly dingier side of town. Not really much going on here. Come on people, turn up early. Now one of the things about doing it at night is that when you do, you get a nighttime bonus for deliveries. So not only Jesse, oh boy, Jesse. But Jesse is a good earner. So you get curfew bonus, an extra $28 on top. 3 OG Kush for 120? Yeah, sure thing, love. Next to Bud's Bar. Okay. And this is your life from now on in. Running around selling drugs. I'll get to you shortly, Albert. No, that's Nelson. Keep an eye out for torches all over the place. If you see a torch, run the opposite way. Because you will get pinged. If you can't run away and find a place to hide. So we've got another 8 to get rid of. And I've got 9 on me. Has Jesse turned up yet? Oh, I may as well. More product, more customers. Yep. Best way to get your customers is to give a free sample to a friend of an existing customer. Yep. You can view potential customers on your map. Grab some weed and give them a free sample. With a bit of luck, they'll agree to become a customer. To keep up with more customers, you'll need more product. The motel room isn't going to cut it for much longer. Time for an upgrade. There's a cheap room for sale above the Chinese restaurant just north of your motel room. Save $800 and then go ask about buying the room. And that... There, see, cheap, 800. And that's the room up there. Very, very handy place. So we need... You here, Jesse? Yeah, love, calm down. Jesse's a bit stressed. To say the least. Now I need to go out in front of the motel. This guy is a tight ass. He'll always try and screw you on prices. I mean, if you want to up the relationship with somebody, you can do that and it will speed that up quite a bit. But no. I'm sorry, mate. No worries there, Austin. Right, let's get inside. And look, they've grown. So, we've got work to do. Okay, time to go to bed. I've got them picked up. I ordered 8 and I've already paid for the seeds. I've only got 22 bucks, but I've got plenty of things in there. I don't have any soil though. So the first thing we'll do in the morning is go buy some soil. And also some more baggies. Need a load of baggies because they are going to come in handy. And a couple more of these guys as well. So let's see how well we did in our XP grind. That's 250 XP. So look at that. We earned $1,000. So we can buy jars. Well handy if you've got a dealer, but not much use for personal use, to be perfectly honest. Okay, definitely don't want to be spending too much money on that yet. I am going to want... Give me those. Right, let's go grab some soil, because the first thing we're going to do is do some planting. Hello, Dan. Just give us 10 of those. And... give me those as well. I'm going to need them in the long run. I've got the money now. May as well buy them. Does mean it's going to get a little tight in our motel room. But hey, well, it's not something we can live with, I guess. Let us grab some gear. Let's go see Chloe. Because I do need to get to know Chloe. She doesn't buy weed often, but she buys it, and that's all that matters. Mm. 81% chance. Nice. So now we've got 8 out of 10. We've got Geraldine over there. He's usually good. And then there's Dono, who doesn't like this stuff. You know, I've never tried actually giving someone the same thing twice. So we're going to run through here. It does say Geraldine's at home. And that's Geraldine's home right there. Hey, Geraldine. I mean, it's nothing like, it's calming. Nothing like any of that, but... it's got a 91% chance. So that's good. Sweet. Nice one there, Geraldine. I'm kind of tempted to try. Come here, Lucy. Oh, I have got to do downtown. Can I get Mrs. Ming involved? My future landlady. No. Nope. Now Ludwig is around here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get him in yet, but let's give him a shot. Hey Ludwig.
Hello.
79. Not the best, but let's give it a shot. Sweet. So that is moving up done. All I've got to do now is make that. Chloe? Yep, certainly Chloe. 85 is fine. We'll get a note from Peter saying, oh, well, never mind then. At some point, but, well, never mind. Right, we're going to do a bit of housekeeping. Oh, look, the bridge is closed. It's a weird thing about this. If you try to go across that, you will get pinged, or they'll search you. They find anything, they'll arrest you and take all your bits and money off you and fine you as well. On the other hand, you can just run straight down through there and they won't stop you. Ludwig. 90 bucks? Yep, certainly, mate. That's almost there. Let's throw this lot in the trash. And here we go again. We're going to get some more harvesting on the go and there's some more planting. So currently I need 19. This is going to turn up to 23. So I'm going to need... just grab all of that. Okay, taco ticklers, shipping containers, brown the same way with the sauerkraut pizza, Highland Range, Bud's Bar, Barbershop. Barbershop's a pain in the neck. North Waterfront, north of Motel. Okay. Now we have plenty of money now. It'd be well worth it going down there and buying that new room tomorrow. After we've done some more work. I don't think I have to put the money in the thing. Yeah, hey app, you have to deal in cash. Alright. So this is our new home from home. Woohoo! Right, we need to deposit all of the money that we've got. Because we're about to spend up large. $700 should do us from memory. Let me just find out. 200 each, yes, because we're going to want another grow tent as well, which does mean we've got enough soil, but we're going to have to go see Albert and get some more seeds as well. Okay, well I haven't got everything fully sorted yet. There's still a few more things that I'm going to want to buy. But I'll just show you why I like these sprinklers and why I absolutely, well, to be perfectly blunt, rave about the bloody things. Kathy, yeah, I'll get to you in a second, dear. As you can see by my list on the left-hand side there, I'm going to be busy tonight. But almost there. So rather than having to grab our watering cans, you just do that. So damned handy. And you can run along and do like 8 of these really, really darn quick. Okay, I need to get 2 more of those because I've just ordered 10 seeds. 175. Yep, that's absolutely fine. Ay, ay, ay. Ah, the drop is ready. It's behind the casino. Can't pay him for that one yet. In fact, I am thoroughly broke right now, but that doesn't matter. Wow, they're everywhere today, aren't they? Thankfully, though, I don't have any incriminated evidence on me. Yeah, you got a decent base of operations and a growing customer base. You'll be pouring some proper cash now, but you'll need to help go away. But you'll need help to manage all your customers. Time to think about recruiting a dealer. There's a guy named Benji Coleman, his name is, I think. He'll be the first dealer you can work with. You won't be able to hire him until one of their friends recommended you. Benji has Peggy, Beth, and Ludwig. Focus on selling to them until one of them recommends you. Well, I'm selling to Ludwig, but... Go away, copper. And we want 2 of those. You can buy the long life soil, and there is an extra long life soil as well. I don't really see the point, to be perfectly honest. I don't mind doing that fractional extra work. That saves enough time not to worry about it. But we can buy the electric plant trimmers. Basically, rather than going click, 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 click over leaves, just hold down the left mouse button and go hog wild. We're going to have enough space actually for 100 bags. We could afford that. It'll leave me completely and utterly broke. What else do we have in here? That's help. That's really handy to have. He still sold it to me. Let's turn the lights on so we can see what's going on. See how these are going. And yeah, so much easier. So much bleeding easier. So those are going to go there. These aren't worth selling. That's not worth selling. So grab, drag and drop and you'll discard it. Because I don't need the water anymore. Because as soon as I buy another one of, pardon me, grow tents to stick here, and I've got enough money to buy 2 more of these, I'm not going to need to worry about that. So yeah, let's flag that. Right. I want you and you out of there for the time being. I'm just going to stick all the baggies in here. Not enough room. I need to buy another couple of these tomorrow. And you are going to go in there. And I'm going to buy 2 more shelves, stick them up against here, because I can stick 2 more of these 4s. I can actually stick another one down here. I'm kind of tempted. It does mean that it doesn't leave me a massive amount of room, and I am going to need a bit more room later. No. Screw you, Mick. Stop trying to shortchange me. Right, so what have we got today? 5, 6, 7, 8 for Geraldine. Good Lord. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 23, 26. Get rid of that. Got an hour to do this. Okay, let's do that. Alright, well as you can see, I've just done a deal with Ludwig here, and his mate, he's got a mate called Benji Coleman. I have to go speak to Benji. That way we can minimise the amount of work we're going to have to do on a daily basis. Alright, all the deals are done. This is why I like the electric trimmers. So much quicker. So let's go to bed and see where we are with some stuff we've got. 240 XP again, 1,600 bucks. Nice. And we get a mixing station. The mixing station is where you start to produce some very interesting mixtures, let's just say. So we've got a new region unlocked as well, which is 10 potential customers, 2 dealers, and 1 supplier. There are 2 dealers down here now. There was only 1. Interesting. But let's go talk to Benj. Actually, no, let's go do this first. Say those, and we're going to buy 20 of those. It's more than I need right now, but that's okay. What we're going to do is we're going to go talk to Benji. We're going to get him to take over 8 of the people, because each dealer can take up to 8 people. Yep, there's a 500 sign-in fee and he takes 20% cut of each sale. Yep, we've certainly got a deal then, mate. Right. Now, before we do anything else... Oh, it's just Albert. What we're going to do is we're going to fob a load of these people off onto him. Geraldine can go. Let's get rid of Jesse, Austin, Sam, Kathy, and Trent. Okay, fair enough. And now what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go put that stuff in the jars and then give them to Benji. Now, hold down the right mouse button, grab that, Stick the lid on, and away we go. You can't go too fast. You can give it a little bit of, I was about to say herbs, a little bit of beans, but you want to be just a little bit careful. No worries, Benji. You take care of that, and I'll keep them coming. Right, we need to put some money in the bank, and we need $500 in the bank. That'll do for the time being. Now, I will be replacing this later on. But for right now, it's needed. Just to upscale our grow... what word am I thinking about there? Hey, Peter. Yes, I can certainly do that for you, Peter, after I screwed you over the last time. Sorry about that, mate. I'm just leaving all that trash in there. That should be way over the top. Yep, it certainly is. Sure thing. In fact, I'll even do it right now, just because I'm feeling a little guilty. Yeah, definitely a little guilty. For saying no to him last time. Well, actually, for just basically ignoring him. Sauerkraut Pizzeria. The Austin's off to meet Benji. Hey, Peter. Sorry, buddy. But then again, he's going to give me some money, so that's all good. How much is that sucker? Mixing station 500. So, actually, no, we could afford it. Not sure where I'm going to put it yet. But let's get it. Yeah, you can wait, Nelson. Say Uncle Nelly. Well, that can move. Just stick that there for the time being. And this is our mixing machine. We're going to have some fun with that later. Alright, with Benji's help, you're able to move a good quantity of product. Now it's time to start manufacturing and selling higher value products. Oh yeah! You might have noticed that you can buy different weed seed strains from Albert, but you can create more unique products from a mixing station. At a mixing station, you mix products with special ingredients to create new mixes with unique effects. Customers will pay more for these products. To get started, go purchase a mixing station from Dan's Hardware. After that, you'll want to grab something to mix with your weed from the local gas mart. Right. Hello, Chloe. Charles? No, I want to purchase something, Charles. Currently, oh, that's new, spray paint. Can be used to draw graffiti. There's nothing in here that we actually want. There are a few extra bits and pieces. Yes, you can mix your weed with horse semen. Ethically sourced semen at that. The Vigor and the mouthwash. Those are the two that we really want. I'm going to buy a banana. I'm not going to do a load. I'm just going to buy a banana. Right, so use the mixing station. It's going to tell us, it's going to take away calming, but it's going to give us two things that we don't know of yet. We grab those. When you're doing one at a time with this, it's not bad. It only takes 5 seconds. when you're doing 10 at a time, because you can't put 20 in there, it takes ages. So this will give you sneaky and gingeritis. And it is $50. It's called Thick Dick. Alright, now we've got to go back and talk to Nelson again. Well, that's your first mix done. There's a wide range of different ingredients with unique effects. Each one will affect the value of your product differently. Keep trying different mixed recipes and you'll be able to make some seriously valuable products. You know everything you need to get yourself established. I'll call you later when you're ready to start manufacturing some harder stuff. Now, to be perfectly honest, it's about as much use as tits on a nun. The sneaky isn't bad because the sneaky bit it takes longer. You know, when you got the question mark, when the cops see you, it slows down the red bar and how quickly it expands. So it gives you a bit more time to get away. So, as you can see on the left-hand side of the screen, there's a few tasks we've got to do today. But there's also, we need some more seeds. I'm not going to worry about those just yet. We're just going to keep to the cheap stuff. Sweet. Alright. Take some of these. See, now he's got bags in there. So we don't have to buy bags at all anymore. And yes, please. I've got more money. Right. We also need some more soil. Marco. Fresh paint job or your car towed, I'm this fella for you. And hello, Jeremy. No, I don't want to purchase a vehicle because I can't afford one. Hello, Ray. So now we need to earn 10 grand. But a property, we're gonna 5 grand. It's not that big, so I don't see the point in getting it. The bungalow, on the other hand, is very, very good. The barn is massive. The docks, I don't know if he's changed that or not, but yeah, it's kind of nice. The businesses, all these businesses, they where you launder your money. So the laundromat, you can do 2 grand a day. The post office, 4 grand a day. The car wash is 6 grand, and the taco tickler is 8 grand a day. So it does end up, so you end up being able to, like I say, do 20 grand. Okay, couple of things have turned up. I've been told I've got to go to the wretched hive of scum and villainy. But I did just get this text. Unfavourable agreements. Read the message from the unknown contact. So let's have a look, shall we? This is not something that I've seen before. I have a business proposition I would like to discuss with you. Meet me at the parking lot next to Taco Ticklers. I'll be in the black SUV. Okay. Going back to the motel first. I mean, it's next door to Taco Ticklers, but there's a reason I'm going back to there first, and that is I'm going to go grab my baseball bat. I'm going to stick it there. I don't want to be carrying it around. So there's a black SUV. Hello, Thomas. You wanted to meet? Ah, it's you. I'm Thomas. I believe we share a similar sign of work. Possibly. I'd like to apologise for the minor altercation we had earlier involving your RV. We'd rather have a successful operation here in Hyland Point, and we're not keen on sharing the market. Yeah, guys, give me a break. I think I'm about to get shaken down. However, I'd like to extend an offer. You will sell us product on an ongoing basis 2 to 3 times per week, large quantities and wholesale prices. Additionally, you will refrain from dealing with customers outside of Northtown and Westville. The rest of Hyland Point is our territory. End of story. Well, what's in it for me? In return, we will not blow up any more of your property, and we will not harass you in any way. You're free to continue operating in your corner of the market as long as you uphold your end of the deal. Well, how much are you going to pay me, and how much product do you need? I think those are 2 very good questions. Certainly not market prices, that's for sure. About half of what you'd usually get. We've got to make money somehow, don't we? Okay, now let's consider, right? It costs us, what, $30 to buy 1 OG Kush. Don't have any other expense. No, we got soil as well. So there's $10 for soil, so it's $40 for that. Out of that, for 12, I'm going to make on average 480. So I'd be getting 240 for that. and I'd certainly be paying 40, so I'd still be making money. And how much product do you need? 10 to 15 grams a few times a week. Once we know your reliability, the quantity will increase. I don't know. Nope. Crystal clear now. Piss off. Now the Benzies family are hostile. Okay, I don't know if I've just made the right decision there or not. But we are going to take over your territory, sir. Whether by hook or by crook. But I think I'm going to need a bit better weapons than this thing. It's a pity I couldn't pull it out while we're having a conversation and beat him over the head with it. Okay, you guys, now we can deal with this. Well, I mean, I could have been making money just doing that. And I could have had all these property for myself and still be making some extra money on the top from them. But no, I intend to take their property and hopefully not die in the process.